Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. How far, my people? What's going on? Welcome to today's podcast. My name is Fobi. Hope you guys are well. What's going on? Hmm? Happy Sunday, my good friends. Happy Sunday. I'm coming now. Bad guy, what's going on? D, what's going on? How about the rest? Let's see. Let's give it one. Oh, shout out to you, Rita. Shout out to you. That's the grace of God, though. It's the grace of God. If you guys are well, happy Sunday. What did you guys do for the weekend? Bro, this week actually felt like it was long. I swear to you, bro. Chef D, what's going on? Sam said the guy that completely changed my perspective. Shout out to you, though. Thank you. Share wa okay, Temi. Hope you guys are well. Elbow. Okay, still meditating in the wilderness. What is this? 6. What is the best way to develop as a young man trying to enter his early 20s? Go and get a part-time job and make friends with your parents. At least they are the biggest stakeholder in your life. Oluwani Shola, shout out to you, my bros. Shout out to you, bro. If you're in your 20s, you're listening to me right now, you need to learn as much lesson as you can about this life. You've not even started your journey. I swear to you, man. Now, make your mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable. You will make mistakes and it's okay. But make sure every mistake you make be done by the age 24. Yeah. By 25 years old as a man, when you start making mistake 26, 27, it becomes more expensive. I handed my mistake around 23 years old and it still cost me to like 35. True story though. Mac or Windows and why? I prefer Mac. Yeah, because of the ecosystem. I have Apple gadgets, desktop, iPad, wristwatch, AirPod, Air Max. You know those things. It works together. So is that what I think it is? Hey Malik, what's going on? How you doing? So to the rest of you, welcome to the podcast. If this is your first time of coming here, my name is Fobi. I just talk. I just talk. I sincerely don't have anything to talk about when I start podcasts like this. But ask me questions and we just flow. Now, let me tell you something. If this is your first time of coming here, people stay. Because I make it fun. I make it spicy. I make it interesting. I'm not a boring dude. You get me? So let's vibe. Yeah. Now, to all my people who are curious where I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm Arara, Zimbabwe. Yeah. Elbow said, see you. I'm going to study. Shout out to you, Elbow. Be gone. Who's that? Hey, Joy. What's up? Yeah. Okay. Um, on Friday, I made this content and I explained emotional maturity is one thing that a lot of men do not talk about. Men just focus on two things, which is build your body and make money. I would say after spirituality, which is finding God, emotional stability is the second thing every man should focus on. Because you see, when it comes to women, if you're not careful though, if you're not careful, you won't be a good man to a woman. Because they are not straightforward. You get me? Like they like if example, when I was dating my girl, there are moments where she will wake up in the morning and just sad, moody. I'll say, baby, what's going on? And she'll start crying. Oh my God. Baby, Kilo Shalegogon, can you explain what's going on? I don't know. Let's say it was back in the day when man was young. At Mama Jagbe Mope. What? Your wala is too much for me. Oh. I don't think I can do this anymore. But maturity will say, okay, baby, come and sit down here. Let's figure this thing out together. You get me? Maturity is the emotional maturity that I'm talking about for men is even when you don't understand what is going on, you are still what in here like you're still gentle. You're gentle. Like it takes a while to be gentle in the face of chaos, in the face of misunderstanding, like, oh my God, Obìnrin kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀? Okay, come and sit down here. Are you hungry? Is that the problem? Did you eat last night? I can't remember. Okay, let me prepare you something. Come and sit down here. Let's chat a little bit. Patience, like you're like you are with a girl, with a child. It takes a long time for men to get to that level of saying, okay, let's figure out your emotions, how you feel. Do you want tea? Chomamu tea. I don't know if I want tea. What do you mean you don't know if you want tea? Okay, let me make you tea. What kind of tea do you want? Shomamu, do you want lemon tea? My girl is not Nigerian. She doesn't understand English. You get like she doesn't understand Yoruba. But I speak Yoruba to her like, okay, Shomamu tea. Okay, let me make you coffee. Okay, let me make you both. And then let's just talk. Patience. Like, take your time. You know, when you start feeling your masculine strength, when you wake up in the morning with massive add-on, your muscles start coming out, you feel like you're ready for a woman. You're not, oh. That's my feet massage. You're not, oh. You're not. You're not. Like I don't know how else to to say this to guys. You're not. You're not. And just because she's being disrespectful to you, that doesn't mean she mean everything she's saying. You get me? She's just being silly. That's a woman. You can't take them personal. You can't even take them seriously. Just calm down. Don't take it to the head. Because if you're not careful, you'll become abusive. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't be abusive to any woman. Go to here, you calm down with them. You get me? You calm down with them. Take your time to find yourself. Hey, Tesla, what's going on? Long time, man. How you been? Take your time to find yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. Because when you have discovered yourself as a man, when you are at the level, and then when you eventually discover yourself where you can handle your own emotions as a man, enjoy that moment for a while. You're not easily triggered. You're not easily influenced. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. Take a moment to enjoy it a little bit. You get me? Then bring her in a little bit to see if she match. If she match, go. Hey, Joker, what's going on? Is that what I think it is? You get me? So, but a lot of men, by 22 years old, you see a 22-year-old man will reach out to me. Rather than ask me how to be successful, how can you be, you reach out to me talking about, I'm in love now. But you don't even know what love is. You don't even love, oh my God. You don't even love yourself. Not to talk of, I'm in love now. But I'm not trying to be an hypocrite. I've been there. I was in love when I was 20 years old. I was in love when I was 20 years old. If I was given the opportunity at 22 years old to sacrifice the whole world just to have her, I would have done this. Every one of you, tell you why I would have sacrificed. I would have sacrificed every one of you just to have her. That's how unreasonable a 22-year-old man is. Because when you're young, you're selfish. That's all I'm trying to say. You get me? As a man, you can you can be selfish. You can be. At 22, I was selfish. I would have every one of you, Patapatambi, I would have sacrificed you. Okay, let love. I want her back, and you can't, especially if you want to become a man that is worthy to follow. You get me? A man that is worthy to look up to. A man that have integrity. You get me? A courageous man. You can't be selfish. You will learn this eventually. Ọmọ, a ní nǹkan oríṣiríṣi láti ṣe léni o. Mo ti fẹ́ máa wọnú. I'm starting to enter my vibe. Mo ti fẹ́ máa preach lọ. You get me? Let's see. Snoop, what's going on, my good man? How are you? Been great. I finally found myself and I had the courage to leave my toxic relationship. I respect him 100%. Shout out to you, though. Shout out to you. If you're not careful, you will go back. You get me? The difference was this. I'll say this to you guys. There are two levels of toxic relationship. Two levels. One is, let's say, you're the one that is struggling to get out of that toxic relationship. Or the second one is you're the one that is trying to put somebody in a toxic relationship to place them there. I've experienced both. It boils down to one singular domain, which is selfishness. Selfishness. I encourage both men and women, if you're listening to me right now, take the time to know who you are. Now, for a woman, you don't have the rest of your life. You don't have that much time to know who you are. Because, your beauty is one of your biggest bargaining chip. For a man, though, because for a man, it's different. It is very, very different, though. Kò sígbà téèyàn daṣọ téèyàn ròde fìró. That is one philosophy for men. Your time will come. But for women, you better start as early as possible, though. I saw this trend that is going on TikTok, where you see young women just show their face to a music. This young 18 years old, 19-year-old women. And I was just talking to my dad yesterday that àwọn ọmọ kékèké at this stage of their life, they are at the highest level where she can get a billionaire and negotiate at terms with a billionaire with the help of her parents, if that is what she wants. But most women don't do that, though. They wait until their power in the sexual game start dwindling. Let's say 26, 27. Then she say, I'm ready for a relationship. You're not powerful at that level. The most powerful of you guys, if you're listening to me right now as a woman, you're from around, that stage of your life where you think you're not that intelligent. You think you're too naive for the world. You think your beauty is not 100%. That is that time I'm talking about. That time. I don't think anyone has ever said this to you, ladies. If you're listening to me, I will say this to you. Men find women that are naive sexy. Older women will say, so you can control them. Listen to me. In the game of seduction, I talk about seduction all the time. I'm a very, very big fan of seduction because I was raised by women. In the game of seduction, a woman that wants to genuinely hold you like this, she will operate like she's afraid of looking into your eyes. She will look away every now and then. Why do you think women do that? It boils from their subconscious mind. Because a younger woman, she's naive. You get me? She's gentle. She's soft. Black women understand what I'm saying. You understand? So from around 19 to like 22, you are on the level of a multi-millionaire man. I swear to you, man. She's still a child. You better don't let all these old dogs lie to you. Me, I'm telling you the truth. If you're listening to me right now, if you have a sister, but she's too young to handle men problem, I don't understand why women find it so hard to tell one another the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Like, if one woman is happy with one man, it does not affect you. It does not affect you. Men understand this. It does not affect you. Every one of us should not be miserable. We should not be unfortunate beings. And then you will get to 26 years old. Obviously, you will forever have something that a man wants. You have a vagina. And when you're 26 years old, we know you have experience. So it's easy to put you in a roster. Mulima domo in corner now. But yeah, Mulima former you local on the side now. This is how men think. Get me? And after 2 years, you will say, I want relationship. And you say, you know, I just met you. I'm still trying to know you. After 2 years, a man knows if you're a wife in 15 seconds of meeting you. Let's keep it pushing. Oh, okay. We're on the system on PPF. Okay, let's see. Okay. Talk more about being a better man on the podcast. I'm talking to both men and women. Guys, it's Sunday. We are drinking Ajashek Woki Woki. Ajashek Woki Woki. It's Shilajit. It's good for your body as a man. What's yeah. So, who the fuck is you? Okay, so what advice can you give to the women who are 27 and up? I don't know, because I'm a man. Now, would you believe something? Let me bust your mind. At 27 years old, you think you have power because now you know yourself. You're desperate one. And men know this, especially the kind of men you know. That's why it's easy to put you in a roster. I'll say this bluntly. Very, very easy. And you think you have bargaining chip because you're making money. You don't. Because you still have to wait for that man to propose to you. The bargaining chip would have been fluid. Let's say he doesn't need to ask you that, will you be my wife? Or I want us to be legit now. Or you are the one that say, okay, now we are a thing. You get me? But the way a man thinks is this is, let me bust your mind about the way a man thinks. He knows from the jump that, it lay about, 27. But you have vagina. Vagina is priceless. Even though people say vagina is cheap. I say it's very, very expensive. Women just don't know how to use it. But let me continue. Rather than ask him in the second week or third week, what are we? But because only even you know, you're sleeping with multiple guys at the same time. At 27, you're still dating like you're 20 years old. So you don't want to ask that question because you don't want to miss out on your other options. Because you don't have common sense. You get me? So the guy that is taking you for cheap, for free. Because how do we enjoy women for free, for cheap? This is how we take you and enjoy you for we'll put you in a roster. You see me when I want to have sex with you. We don't have a label. To you, we are in a relationship because you catch feelings. Baby. It's the way it is. Welcome to life. You get me? I say this all the time. In second week, third week, you should make what is that English word? You should make your intention known. You get me? This is what I want from this. For men, especially if you're as valuable as you say you are, It doesn't take us forever before we know, before we lock you down. Because we are highly territorial, especially when you're in your power, you're in your peak, you're beautiful like that. You get the attention of other men. Come on now. We want to assert dominance. Not verbally though. Have you heard about guys that propose to women in 2 months, in 5 months, that propose, that get married to a woman in 1 year, in 12 months? Because she's a beautiful woman, she's showing dedication to him, but other guys are still coming. I want more cat. Who and tie? Ha! Especially all these Nigerian boys. Ha! Those boys do not have one integrity like this. So a man will sharply do what? Sharply. Because he knows you will go. You will go. Just the same way we have superior men, we have superior women. And a superior woman is not a rich boss lady. No. A superior woman is from that 19 to 22 years old. She has home training. She's emotionally stable. She is feminine, easy to talk to. She's beautiful to some extent. And I say this to you guys bluntly. To a man, a beautiful woman, a wife, is not a 10/10 woman though. Nope. She is a 5/10. And a 5/10, I explained to you guys one time that a 5/10 woman is a wife, especially when she's around 21, 22. Let me explain. When you start giving her experience and exposure, you start spending money on her, you start showing, you start imprinting her, you start giving her prick. Bro, you start touching certain places in her mind, in her body, inside of her body. Her beauty jumps from that 5 to 7. This is a known fact. Men are not stupid. A lot of women will say men are not that intelligent. Men are extremely intelligent. Extremely. Ikena, say what you want. Of course, we have to train her. When you get a job, don't they train you? We have to train her. You think you have common sense? You don't have common sense. You don't. I'm telling you the truth. Me, I'm just being blunt. Telling you the harsh reality. You start training her, imprinting her to match what you want. Her body changes. Her body changes. I'm Nigerian. When you start loving on her correctly, that beauty jumps. But when she's 10/10, usually most women that are 10/10, they've always had the attention of men, the course of their life. The bigger percentage of them are not wives. Men don't marry them. They are side chicks. Now, I think I should put a disclaimer to everything I'm talking about. I don't hate you guys for anything. This is for ladies and the guys when I talk. I don't hate you guys for anything. I'm just telling you the harsh reality on the perspective of a man. How men see things, how men think. And when I talk to men, I tell men the harsh reality on how women think. That doesn't mean I hate both of you. I speak to you guys like friends, speak to you guys like family, like blood, as blunt as possible. So you know that, okay, I'm not trying to sleep with you. I have no intention in doing anything or taking your money, doing anything with you guys. I'm just telling you the harsh reality. When you're 27, 28, 29, 30 years old, you can't date like you're 20 years old. You can't. What is the benefits of having multiple sexual, affairs? So you can get the best choice? You won't. Men are highly territorial. When we have sex with women, we do it with one intention: to imprint you. We imprint you. Miss V said beautiful women get married all the time. I never said beautiful women don't get married all the time. I said 10/10. My love, Ask me questions though. This is a man's platform. I'm telling you the truth, my love. If I tell you anything, I'm speaking facts. As a man that dates women, men do not marry 10 over 10 women. We date them, we sleep with them, but we don't marry them. The risk is high. The risk is high. How about you speak about yourself? You're not listening to me. Okay. Okay. If you it should always be you. Good. Thank you. Let's see. What do you consider a 10 over 10 woman? My love, Miss V, we are all adults here. We are all grown-ups here. A 10 over 10 woman, if you put her in the midst of 100 women, she's unique. She's different. On a surface level, she's, come on now. Or if other women knows that, come on, this is a beautiful woman. Her beauty is just shine. That's a 10 over 10 woman. I don't need to explain this. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And women will flip the script and say guys have insecurity. These guys don't have insecurity. They are just watching out for their investments. Men offer not just safety and security to women. Men offer experience and exposure to women too. A 10 over 10 woman gets these offers all the time. It is not a good investment for a man to say, okay, I want this 10 over 10 woman. Because we know for a fact about this. Women the monkey branch all the time. Monkey branching is the game of hypergamy. When you're with a man right now, it's like, okay, this is like, okay, the best I can do right now. You get to a certain level where you meet a billionaire that offers you a better experience. Women don't love nobody. They love their own interest. This is harsh reality. This is fact. The only way to keep her is whether I said something one time. I said polarity. Polarity. You know, when you're not predictable, you're goal driven. You get me? So she has something to work on to keep your attention because she knows that you're still going to greater heights. But most men, the bigger percentage of men just, they dumb it down once they get married, especially to a beautiful woman. Say, okay, I have her now. I have her now. But the harsh reality is this: women monkey branch all the time. So it is not a good investment for most men. This is blunt truth. It is not a good investment for a man to be with a 10 over 10 that she gets his attention. This Yoruba saying, "Ilutagbe kapa won yolu, abosibo itagbe ko." Like a married woman still gets approached by men. If she's not disciplined, she will cheat. A 10 over 10 woman, like take for example, she get approached like 30 dudes or 10 guys every day. Can she say no to 300 guys in 1 month? Come on now. Think about this. This is logic for a man. Oh my dokoleyin now. Like, come on now. Can she say no to 300 guys? We're talking about 300 superior guys as hypergamy as women have. So the strategy for a man, usually, most men will go for that 5 over 10 women. 5. And women will say, but she's not beautiful. Women will reach out to me and say, why is it that guys always go for women that are not too beautiful? I just explained it to you just now. A 5 over 10. When you start investing, doing a beauty jumps a little bit. A 10 over 10 woman, God, you're using spoon to put water in ocean. She has the attention of other, especially in the days of social media. Come on now. Come on. And women will say, I can't date a man that is insecure. Every human being has insecurities. Everybody has insecurity. Don't come here with that shit. Get out. Koko shilo. Every human being has insecurity of something, including you. Including you. Okay, I think I should say this, my friends. If this is your first time of coming to my podcast, please Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Check the link in the bio. Follow us, man. Show your love and your support. Follow us on iTunes and Spotify. What's a year so? And then we got a day. Chris, shout out to you, Chris. Guys, I think I should say this about Christopher. Christopher is here. Guys, I have never ever in my entire life, guys, don't let me say this though. Shout out to Christopher though. Christopher is a 10 plus guy. Ladies, go and blast him. He's really, really up there though. He lives in a okay, don't let me talk. But shout out to you, Christopher though. Shout out to the rest of you. Christopher, shout out to you, my good man. Miss V said they will usually marry the 5/10, but then cheat with the woman that's their type. That is an assumption. You are assuming right now. Would you believe this if I say this to you that the bigger percentage of men, they do not have multiple sexual affairs? The bigger percentage of men, they do not. I don't think you guys understand how challenging it is to be a man. Like, where is the time to sleep around with multiple women? If he has the opportunity, wait, my son, you're not listening to me. Where is the time? It's not easy to be a man. It's not. It is not easy to be a man. I was going to say something the other time. Let me say this. Christopher is the first person that I will see. The first man that is like 7 feet tall, that weighs 300 pounds, and is muscular like that. I have never, it looks like a movie. It looks like a movie, I swear on everything. It looks like a character. But one thing I like about him that I've come to respect about Christopher is this. He's playful, very jovial. People that are usually like that, I have that personality too, very playful. People that are usually like that though, they have a reverse side to their playfulness, which is more dangerous though. Like, it's like a pendulum. You get me? He's very, very playful, very, very playful, funny dude, jovial, playful, down to earth, loving. He's a very, very down to earth man. But I am very, very sure, because I know that personality well. I've come to respect him more though. I'm going to see him for sure. If I don't see Christopher, if I don't see you this summer, because summer is already gone, I'll see you in the winter time, in November or December. I like Christopher though. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, girls. Shout out to you. So, ladies, say yes, it's very easy to say no to men, no matter how many has. I don't like it when women lie. Like, if 10 guys approach you every day in 30 days, which is a 10/10 women get approached all the time. All the time. It gets to your head. Emi ò fẹ́ wọn o. 10 báwo. A woman will say, why is it that 10/10 women are usually single? They are single because they are high risk. High risk. Kò sọ́kùnrin tó fẹ́ máa ṣe gbogbo kíní. Let's see. We would love to be my mentor. Oh, SBM. Odeo. Owa mentor. Owa mentor sonu. Oh God, leave me. It's true, because you get exhausted and it's becoming annoying. Lock in bed. That is exactly what I'm saying. You become highly, and a woman is a human being. When she gets that attention, or 300 guys in 1 month trying to talk to you as a married woman, it is too much. It will get to your head. You will become disrespectful in between. I'm married. And then let's say that attention stops. Now you start panicking. Am I not that beautiful anymore? Like, no man has time for that nonsense though. No man. Let's see. Bum said, can you bring me up? Who is Bum? Me fe. And that's the thing though. Most people, you bring them up and they start cussing me out. I mean, I'm a very, very patient person. I don't have time for argument. I don't argue with people I don't know. Let me think about this. 2 people want to come up. You guys should not come up here and start cussing me out. Me time. But still, I don't have your time. I'm just saying. But let me see. Let me sleep on it. Guys, do you think we should bring people in? Huh? Guys, just say yes or no, because you know I usually don't do this. If you ask the bigger percentage of men that would they prefer a 5/10 woman over a 10/10, women will say no. Guys will say nope, that 5 is okay. Women will say then you are insecure. I want a man that is insecure. Okay, they say we should bring people up. Who should we bring up first? Let's bring Bum Bum. Please, I beg you in the name of God, don't come and curse me out. Oh, curse me out, I block you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. My name is Phoebe.
I know you cannot curse me.
Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for
everything. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, now we have you.
Yeah, you have me here. Good morning. Can I talk?
Can she hear me? Oh, God.
Hello? Hello?
You need to call back.
Hello?
Oh, you guys can hear me, but I can't hear her.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear her because I'm using Oh, how do we do this?
Hello?
Let me see if I can hear you. But the rest of them won't hear you though.
Hello?
How are attractive women high risk? Can you further explain? I'll come back to that. I'm trying to see a way to. We can hear the both of you. Oh, you can hear both of us.
All right. Let me go ahead and talk then. But can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear. Oh, you can hear. Oh yeah, let me use my earphone.
Oh yeah, earpiece.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Oh,
can you hear me? It's from you.
Oh, the firm assume you.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kó sú yín o.
Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kó sú yín o.
Olasukanmi, what's going on?
It's from you.
We hear, but you can't hear her. It's because I'm connected. This is connected to this.
I see. Can you hear me?
Oh, God. Yes, I can hear you now.
All right.
How you doing?
Yeah, good morning from
yes, good morning.
Good afternoon from your end.
Oh, it's morning right now.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you a question. You might be a little bit younger than me, you know.
Yes.
You have
I'm younger than you, for sure.
How do you know? Anyway, you have a lot of experience. At times I'll call my son to come and be looking at your show. It's just trendy. Where I was going in, I'm a single mom.
Okay.
I used to jam a lot of men. Because for real, I'm hardworking, I'm beautiful. I might not be educated enough, but I thank God for where I am, you know. But when I'm dating a man, I used to have a look of a man, a rich man, let me use that, influencing men. And I'm somebody that I do keep to myself a lot.
Okay.
You know. So with the time I ran for Nigerian men, then I end over, another man from another state, another country. Okay. You know, that's not a Nigerian man. So we were dating, like, we dated for like 26 months. At the time that I have an argument with him, just a minor argument is gonna bust off like it's a very big issue, you know. And he pulled off. But each time that I called him, he's gonna pick up, you know, he's gonna pick the call. He won't, like, before he will be the first person to chat me up in the morning. Good morning, beautiful. When he's going to bed, he's gonna chat me up. I'm back from the office. Good night, beautiful. You know, all those stuff though.
Yes.
This man at the time, he just stopped. I now pull
back.
But my mind couldn't take it. Like,
yes.
My mind couldn't take it. I'm feeling
used.
I'm feeling being used. I'm feeling being abandoned. I'm a single mom of 4. I need a companion. Yes. I need somebody that's gonna be filling the gap for me.
Yes.
You understand? I need somebody you can easily call. When I call him, he's gonna pick call. No, be say he's not gonna pick. He's going to pick call.
Yes.
If I test him, he's gonna respond.
Mm-hmm.
But is it normal? My question is it normal for a woman to be pursuing a man? I believe it's not normal for a woman to pursue a man.
Okay.
He's not a married man. He's
Okay.
not. He has never been married. He has kids. He has 2 kids,
Okay.
and I have mine. You know, it's not like Monica wa Femi. Don't come and Femi. Muti Wambe already. But a companion that is not companion you, how do you go about it? And me, I'm a lover girl. I'm already in love. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I know I might, but it's not good for a man to pull up. I just think like that. Is it good for you, someone to just ask a question from a man that why are you pulling up from me, or or why are you ignoring me, something like that? But
Okay.
he's a very good man that will give you accountable of whatsoever he's doing. That's one thing I like about my man. I want my man to be able to give me, okay, at this point I'm gonna be with my kids, at this point I'm gonna travel, at this point I'm gonna be back, at this point I'm going to school, all those stuff. He do give me all those accountability.
Okay.
But him pulling off like you don't test me, is when I tested you're gonna respond back to my text message. When I call him now he's gonna pick up the call. But he will never call me for like 2 months.
Okay.
I'm the one doing the calling. I'm the one doing testing.
Okay.
Is it normal,
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much. So.
And thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
so happy to talk to you anyway.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, though. But then before you go, I will say this to you. Though. Is this in the brain of a man? A man knows a roster from a relationship type. Now, but you're more wiser because you are older and you have the experience. You said something just now. You said it's not like you're asking for a husband. You get what I'm saying? Because he has kids already, and you have your own children, so you're not asking for. So to a man, it's almost like you're trying to outsmart him. Because what you want from him is you want him to give you the responsibility of, at least, let's say your husband gives you 100% responsibility of, okay, filling the gap. You want him to at least come through with like 60 or 65%. He doesn't want to do that because that line is going to get blurred. So what he's trying to do to himself is trying to convince himself that, no, he likes you for sure. You get me? But I am confident he doesn't want to fill that gap. He doesn't want to fill that gap. Especially if he has other options. Especially if he,
But the thing is, can you ask him, like I heard you were saying, you can ask him, man, what are we? You get
Yes.
it? But at this point, is it possible for me to ask that kind of a question?
Yes, you can still ask him. And if you ask him that question at this point, because you guys have been together for a couple of months, if you ask him that question, you should be willing to hear 2 responses.
All right.
2 responses. And the first response is, I like you. I love spending time with you. We can be a thing. I've just been busy. This is what my schedule is. Then it's going to bring you into his framework. Then you see. That is if you like you on that level. Or you can just say, I'm not ready for anything serious right now, but I still want to spend time with you. Now, if he tells you, I still want to spend time with you, he just wants to have access to you on a sexual level and couple of talk and just detach away. But you should have this at the back of your mind. There's a big chance you will lose him if you ask that question at this point. Because he goes off every now and then. Like, let's say he goes a couple of weeks without talking to you, couple of months. Like, men do not leave women they love and they care about for months without talking to them. It doesn't happen for men. If we like you genuinely, we think about you every day and we think about your well-being. I'm talking about on a core level. We just don't leave you and just go and just run away. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And with this one right now, I will say this: if you're trying to get your power back, this is my advice to you. You're trying to get your power back, like you said, you pull back. You're trying to get your power back. I want you to make peace with it for a couple of days or couple of months. Prepare your mind for the outcome. If it's meant to be, it will be. Ask him this question that you've been distant for a couple of days, and ask him, okay, what are we right now? If he tells you, then give you lame excuse, just cut him off and move on with your life. You don't want anyone that would play in and out in your life. It's not good for your mental well-being. That's the advice I'll give to you.
It makes sense.
Okay?
I appreciate you.
Yes. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you so much, though, for reaching out. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
And take it easy, though. Thank you for your love and your support on the podcast. I appreciate
You're
you.
always welcome. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
boss.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Continue to be well. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Now let me plug back the microphone and let's see. Guys, tell me if you can hear me, though. Hello. Oh, hello. Testing microphone. Can you guys hear me for real, though? Just say yes. Yes. So about the high risk question. M1, I'm coming to the high risk. Let me talk about the woman that came. Life happens to every one of us. You get me? Life happens, and it breaks my heart when something like this happens because people will take advantage of you. Not necessarily because um not necessarily because that person is a bad person, but one, you're vulnerable. You get me? You're vulnerable. And that's the reason why I encourage you guys. I encourage you guys to prepare your mindset for the outcome of all things. You know, she's a matured woman, obviously, and she's just trying to understand what is. And just the same way I explain on this podcast how cold women can be, I explain how very cold men can be. You get me? Especially a man that is older, that has have life experience. They are not fools though. They understand the game of emotional manipulation on almost on the same level or even more than that of a woman. We know logic comes naturally for a man. You get me? Now, multiply that times the emotional manipulation of women. You get me? Because as men get older, we get to that level of emotional manipulation. Like, okay, this is how you play this game. They become cold. They become ruthless. You get me? So my advice to you is this: know who you are, know who you are not. Don't allow anybody mess with your mental state of mind, especially when you have kids. Don't allow no man, not even one like this, mess with your mental state of mind. You know. So and for most men, let's say 40s or 50s, when they have good body, oh God, their sexual options is different, especially when they are single. Their sexual options is just different. They are really, really out there. You get me? And if he's a promiscuous man that has them everywhere, he's going to exercise those options. So because I made this content a couple of weeks ago. I explained that when most men are in high school, Oga, men masturbate all through. It's cold. Women will look at you and say, me and you will see me. Because they are in their power. You get me? A man will get into college, he's not getting women. In between the line, one woman like this will just pity you. And just say, okay, yeah, I like, yeah, I just like that one will give you the box. That one will let you smash. And you let it get to your head because you smash a couple of times. And you will fall in love. You will fall in love, or you think you're in a relationship. And then she'll just give you the shocker. Man, I'm not ready for a relationship. Oh my God. And this is the man's world. So men will learn the hard way. Go towards the money or go towards the gym. Me, I didn't go to the gym. Oh. Man. I went towards the bag. I thought I think I should explain heartbreak, what it's like. in the perspective of a man. Oh, I know for a fact that I feel sad. My brain hurts. My back, my whole being is just, God, just kill me now. Fucking kill me, man. And truly, 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 man, my heart hates. I swear on everything, man. I felt like somebody stabbed me in my chest. For a young boy, 22, 23 years old, that's a painful feeling, man. Like, oh my God. And then you start praying, God help me. And then you will feel like, okay, maybe if I go to meet them and talk to them and say, my love, look at my eyes. You promise you will never leave me. I feel this pain. And it's a realization that most women cannot possibly understand. It changes men, oh. And the bigger percentage of men go through it. Now, let's say 90% of men go through that feeling I explained just now, where everything you just feel pain. Let's say 90%, for example, let's say 90% of men go through that pain. And out of those 90% of men, let's say 30% can come back from it and say, now I have what women want. Like 30%, the rest of those 50 something, or let's say 60%, men do not make it. Most men don't make it. Financially, emotionally, most men do not. Even with all that pain, the bigger percentage of men will end up settling down with a woman. They will settle for, a woman they are not physically attracted to, a woman they are not on the same emotional, standard. They are not on the same level. Because a poor man has a dream too. I'm trying to explain something so you understand the perspective of a man, how men see the world. And you see those 30%, very, very few percent of those 30%, some of them will build their body, they will make money. That pain, that heartbreak will make you forget God. It will make you forget emotional stability. That's why I preach on this podcast. As a man, go for spiritual stability first, emotional stability, work on your body, then go and get money. When you experience heartbreak like this, God, you won't go for God, Kokon. You won't go for God. You that you allow me to experience this pain. Oh God, fuck you. Oh God, get out. That's how most men feel. And then when men get into that 30% men, when they can talk to women, and before men talk like this, women want them. Some of them, they will get their last lick from all these women. Like you guys, the unfortunate being. You get me? Very, very few men turn out to be good men. Very, very few dot of men like this become good men. You get me? Because that pain changes you. That pain will change you. Will change you. And some men will become extremely obsessive with themselves. Extremely obsessive with themselves. They will go and work on their life. Some of us can multitask, which is we can work for God, work on our emotional stability, work on our physical strength, and make money. Some men cannot, though. Some men can only focus on one thing. Some men, they will let their body go. They will bald-headed, pot-belly. They will go and make money. And he will make that money around, let's say, 45, 50 years old. Because it takes men longer. And he will make that money. And women will say, I want you to be loyal to me, only me. Who the fuck are you? Like, I don't think you understand. Like, if a man decides, I don't have multiple sexual affairs. Not because my girl wants me to. It's because it's in my nature. I can't be with a woman that say, you must not. No, you're like, who the fuck is you? I just don't want to. Every man wants to have that option of, this is what I want to do. Because it's hard. Ó le ni, kò easy. Kò easy rárá rárá. Just imagine a 45 years old man still having dreams that he has not accomplished from 20 years old. When he was 20 years old, a 50-year-old man has dreams that he has not accomplished from when he was 19 years old. And women will see a 50-year-old man in the club popping champagne, dancing with young girls, and say, you're too old to be doing this. Who the fuck are you? Tanya Gogo. Like, who the fuck is you? You get me? You see a 60-year-old man, you go and get a 21-year-old woman, woman, and start spending on her so she can be around. And women will say, how about you go and be with your age mate? Age mates that do not want you back then. I don't think you guys understand how men see the world. But back to man that came here. The perspective of a man is just, I don't know why the man is good. He might be married though. If you say he's not married, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've met female women like that because it was just easy to sleep with them, and I was still trying to make money, and I was. Hello? Let me call you back. Okay? Let me call you back. All right? All right, I love you. Okay. So, it's not easy. I'm telling you the truth. It's not easy, man. Because that pain, that heartbreak changes men. Oh, it changes us. So it changes. And you would think, and then you will come to understand that women are not all sweet, sweet, sweet. If you're not what they want, if you're not, women are ruthless. So, sometimes men just want a woman that will speak nicely to them. Just imagine, you don't get all those attention from 16, 17, 18. There are some men at 30 years old. There are some men at 40 years old that all they do is masturbate because they don't have money. They don't have their life together. You get me? And let's say he turns 50 and he start getting traction. You say, how about you go and marry your age mate? I don't think you know what you're saying. Oh, Mokoko, man. Oh, anything, man. Is that also Christian men? Are Christian men not men? Like are Christian men not men? These are human beings. I'm telling you things from the perspective of a man, how men think. The bigger percentage of men, they don't make it. And the men that that eventually makes it, they see other men that do not make it. And they see how women treat those guys. You get what I'm saying? It's not good though. It's not easy, man. Working hard all them years for a woman to tell you that you can't. It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make. Hello? You had never been married before. And that's the reason though. That's the reason. Like, take for example. Oh, how about right now? Can you guys hear me? Okay, we can hear you now. I received a phone call. So let's see, have you visited him before? How do you know? Hey, look, it's not easy to be a man, no. Lenny. Leo. And women will say, you're too old to be living like this. Like, who cares about your opinion? Like, we're pushing down the job. Like seriously. Like, who fucking cares about your opinion? You got me fucked up. Like, you got me fucked up. I know guys that they got, you see, pain will change you. And it's easy to say, but it's just an heartbreak. It's painful. It's painful. Especially for men that are not allowed to express how they feel. Luckily for me, I was raised by women that were eager to listen to what I was talking about. About mommy, oh my God. It's not a good feeling, no. It's not a good feeling. I'm being real. I'm being genuine with you guys. It's not a good feeling, man. A good feeling. And some women would deliberately break you into two. Heartbreak is rough on women. Look at this one. Finding that balance is still be soft with men is a challenge. Let me tell you something. Women are exceptional beings. I say this all the time. You know when a man is playing with you as a woman. You know when a man is trying to string you along. It's not like you don't know. You know. You do know now. For men, we don't know. Who is this? Okay. Men are not complex. Kimberly. Indeed. Oh, we know. Of course, now women know now. Women know when a man is stringing them along. What I don't understand is this. Why did you stay there? Why did you allow yourself to be played? Kiza, what's going on, man? You get me? Like, I'm just saying, women know. For a man, because men don't get attention all the time. We don't. And when we eventually start getting attention from let's say the first woman that eventually gives us attention and say, you know you're handsome, right? A man is in love. He's in love. Oh my best, my pie walking. Would you believe she said I'm handsome? She said I'm handsome. She said I'm handsome. Because he has never had it before. He's never had it before. And you know, like all these things I'm saying, most women can't even begin to, you know, put themselves in the shoes of how men think. Like, what? Really, men think like, yeah, men think like that too. Even in the face, when we just keep our face still like this, we are not all that confident, man. But eventually, it balance. It balance, man. You see, every dream that a man has, if he's fortunate enough to accomplish those dreams, let's say by 40 years old, they become something else. So, a man that accomplished all his goals, they become something else. At that stage, let's say he has his spirituality in the right place, his emotional framework in the right place. Physically, it's okay. Money, he can afford 2 square meal or 3 square meal. He has his own place, he can buy clothes. He can travel basic. Lala body. Oh God, those guys, hey. Would you believe these things that I mentioned just now? A small fraction of men can do it. The rest of men are faking it too. They don't have all fours. Spirituality in place, emotional, physical, money. Most men don't have it. He's not emotionally intelligent. Are you emotionally intelligent? If you're emotionally intelligent, you will know that men don't have these things. Not stressing me. But if you're listening to me right now, don't allow yourself to be played. Don't allow yourself to be played. Don't. You want a man that has worked on himself emotionally. A young man, let me bust your bubbles. A young man is not emotionally stable. He's not. I'm being real with you. I am genuinely real with you. But the complicating part about women is this. Women need something to complain about. That's the problem that I have with women. Exceptional beings that they are. They are exceptional beings. Who is this? Kiza. Shout out to you for following us on Instagram. Thank you for your love and your support. That's the only problem that I have with women. Women are exceptional beings. They are very, very intelligent. But they need something to complain about. And if you want to keep her in that relationship, I am a lover boy. Come on now. I love my girl. But every now and then, you have to give her something to nag about. You have to forget dates. You have to forget appointments. You have to forget, man, like you just have to forget those things. So you can say, really, you forgot? You have to. So she has something to, because you want to keep her here. Because if you don't give her something to complain about, somebody else will. Why do you think I said they don't have common sense? You get me? Look at this one. No, sir. Okay, but move away. Let me read all this. So, M1 said, no ring, no husband. I don't think you guys understand how men propose to women. I think I should talk about why men propose to women. Number one, constant sex. I'm being real with you. For men. And women will say, like, this is the one that blew my mind. Women will say, why did you decide to marry me? And the guy will say, as blunt as possible, I like your bum bum. Or, I like your boobs. Or, I like your mouth. And she will say, this is the one that blew my mind. You don't find my brain attractive. You don't have common sense. Well, okay, I find your brain attractive. Oh, ẹjọ́ tí Ọlọ́run fi mí lẹ̀. Oh boy. No, God help me. Oh boy. But jokes aside, are you trying to say if a man have never been married before, it's different to date them? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is he might still be trying to live his young life. You get me? Because obviously the guy is older, but he's not married. You get me? Let's say he's not married, but he's dating you. There may be something you need to, I'll say this to you though, as blunt as possible. If you like him, I would suggest you talk to him. Because, you are equally mature too. Yes. Talk to him though, that what's going on, you've been distanced. I hope all is well. You get me? Like, if there's anything you want to talk about, I prefer we talk about it. Like, I'm not asking for this, make yourself known. Like, you can't just expect him to read your thoughts. Like, it's not okay. And if he says that, okay, I think we are moving too fast, because he's going to tell you if you're moving too fast. Now, I think I'm starting to want to catch feelings, and I don't want to catch feelings. Or I think you are starting to catch feelings with me, and I don't want you to catch feelings with me, and then you can let him know, Oga, calm down. It's not like I want a relationship or anything. You get me? So that's all I'm trying to say. So, okay, Miss V said, how young is young? Let's start from the frontal lobe of a man. It matures around 25 years old. To learn emotional stability for men, it takes men a long time. My dad said, let's say 10 years from 25 years old. 10 years. It takes, for me, I mastered it around 33, 34 years old. I'm being genuine with you guys. I used to not be the most patient man to be with. The most. I'm telling you. Around 32 years old, 31, 32, when I started making money, that money helped me understand my own emotions a little bit. Then I felt like, okay, I'm ready for a relationship. Oh God, I can't stand anybody. But from around 34, 33, 34, 35, then I can endure the stupidity, the foolishness of other people. Even when people are trying to, mess with my mood, speak down to me, or just being disrespectful, I don't have to react. Now I have mastered how to be calm on my own individual level and then extend that peace to other people. So even when you're trying to, I can still keep my calm. It takes men long time to get to that level. Long time. A long time. And don't get me wrong, there are some unicorns. They're okay, they are as patient as possible, but you just being quiet, that doesn't mean you're patient. I'm talking about knowing how to contribute when a woman is trying to talk to you. It's not easy, man. For most men, it's very, very hard. When she's trying to talk, you have your own problems, you're thinking. Because men are known to sit down like this and stare into open air without thinking of anything. And people will say, what are you thinking about? What do you mean you're not thinking of anything? That's because we're not thinking about anything. But even when you're not thinking about anything, you know when to still contribute to a woman because you know it's your responsibility. She's part of your responsibility. It takes us a long time to get to that level. A long time. A long time. So, okay, let's see. Who is this? Okay. In the end of it all, everyone just make sure you have your own. Your own what? What are you saying? What are you talking about? It's not still gonna. What are you saying? Everyone should still make sure you have your own. Are you talking about money? That's the basic. You get me? Have you heard about the saying, the more money a woman have, the less potential sexual opportunity she will get. Men are not attracted to women with money though. I'm being real with you. At least not the kind of men you want. I'm telling you the truth. This one said, I think marriage is a scam. How is marriage a scam? Tell me. How is one or two people or how is two opposite sex coming together to create a new generation a scam? Tell me how it's a scam. Tell me how it's a scam. Men propose for stability, intelligence, life partner, case by case. Everyone is different. Okay. Let me read all this. So tell me. Of course, Bum. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you. True. They would never know. There's a reason why. You see, when a man does one thing, there's a reason why men do that thing. There's a reason why men do not find women that have money attractive. They are usually very, very arrogant though. You get me? Until you meet a boss man. You get me? And I explain on this podcast that the guys that have money on a superior level, they don't look like it when you meet them. They don't. They don't look like it when you meet them though. Guys that have money, for real. If you met women that date these guys, they will tell you, these guys are in biking stocks. They are in short knickers and basic t-shirts. This is blunt reality. You probably know them probably by the bracelets, probably with the expensive watch, but just basic dude. You get me? And they will meet you a boss woman, and all you can talk about is how much you made last year. Kimberly, I want you to come closer to your phone like this and say it to my face again. Men are not attracted to women with money. It is a plus if you have common sense. Let's say you have every other thing men are looking for. You know one thing I love about women? Let me tell you. What women are looking for in men, they will never ever deviate from those things. Like they would never. A strong man, a level-headed man, a man that is not abusive, is a go-getter, is resourceful. He looks like a protector, a provider. Let's say the sex is good. He doesn't have money. He looks like he has potential. They don't care. Oh. They do not care. What they are looking for is what they are looking for. Now, what men are looking for, my love? Do you, like you should not even be talking about how much you make or what you do for a living with a man. I'm telling you the truth. It's almost like you're begging to be used. You're begging to be used. That's all I'm saying. That is all that I am saying. And I love women. I love women so much, though. I guess because I was raised by women. And I know how powerful you guys are. I do know. But this is one thing that blew my mind the most. It blows my mind the most about women. Women act like they are not about that life. Women are, would you believe women are so powerful that they can predict the outcome of scenarios that has never happened before? That is how powerful women are. But the bigger percentage of women that I talk to, they don't have it. They are not about that life. February. So this guy I'm talking to told me when we get together, I would need to leave my job. That, those are the things that he wants. When I was dating my girl, I started this podcast when I met my girl in 2021. She was working at the coffee shop down there. My girl can never work for nobody. I had to tell her. Most women will argue and say, what do you mean I can't do it? Like that, go and do it now. You get what I'm saying? If you like him, you will leave your job. Or if you want to keep your job, how about you convince him? Tell him the reason why you need that job. Tell him the contribution that job will do to the family. Now, that's the problem that women have. Women want a guy that his communication skills is good, but women are not good communicators. Would you believe this? I've come to know this about women, though. Because I was raised by very, very powerful women. I used to think all women are the same, like, oh, they are good communicators. No, women are not good communicators at all. At all. So, let's see. What about younger men dating older women? Think about this, Kimberly. Let's talk about the logical mind of a man. A lot of women will talk to me like it's a flex that they still get the attention of younger men. Younger men, I don't think women understand how men think. Younger men, they can't get women of their age. You know why? Because women of their age are on the same level as a multi-millionaire man. The most logical thing for a younger man to do is to go for a woman that is outside of her peak. Am I making sense? Because a woman that is outside of her peak, the type of woman that she wants, wants those younger women that is on the same level as that younger man. Now, what is a younger man, looking for? He wants just sex and some company. One, he doesn't have money. He can't provide safety and security. His emotional, framework is still poor, but he's just feeling his masculine. He can have sex with you. He has the strength. Like, that's the truth. I'm being real with you. So he's going to go. Now, if that woman is as manipulative as I can predict, that woman is going to use him or trying to lock him down. Because she has the higher power, she has the wisdom. That guy doesn't know anything. Kimberly said, I'm 32. My man is 48. Your man is not your partner, my love. Speak English with me. Your man is not your partner. This is one of the mistakes that women make. Your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance is not your partner. He is your man. Okay. You will learn this. Okay. What about African men dating American women? What does that have to do with anything? Um, this one said a bit more desperate. Oh my God. You see, this podcast has taught me a lot, though. It made me understand something. Women don't know men at all. Women don't. Women don't know men. And you should. That is, if you want to be as powerful as you say you get me? You should. You should take the time to know men. Mira said vice versa. Let me tell you something, Mira. Fine, my fiance. Yeah, he's your fiance, he's not your partner. This is because if he's your partner, like think about this on a logical standpoint. He's not your then he's your partner. Wow, okay. Peyton, hey, my good man. How you doing, G? What's going on? Shout out to you though. Zulu said, I'm 24, my man is 31. You better hold on tight to that dude though. He's going into his peak. You are 24 though. You did a good job to lock him down though. Let's go. Beside your podcast, Vanessa said, okay. Beside, oh God. No, oh, mommy, so English show. I did hear my whole one. Shout out to you, my good man. Long time. What's going on? This podcast actually showed me that women do not understand men at all. And you should. You should, though. You should. You should know men. Like, it will never make sense to me why you're not taking the time to know a man. Great design. I guess because to get a man, you don't have to do much. You get me? A man has to know what it's like to be a woman. He has no choice. He has to. He has to. So, beside your podcast, what else can women do to learn the nature of men? Yeah, don't listen. I think I should say this to you guys though. I'm not teaching anything on this podcast though. I'm just talking. I just talk. I just make content. I'm just a software engineer that just talk to his phone. Autant. My advice to you, if you want to know men, make relationship with elderly women that are married and they have been in that relationship for a long time. Ask them questions though. Ask them questions. The problem with today's generation is you think you know. You don't know shit. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Young women will always delude themselves thinking they know. Oh, man, nothing. Oh, no idea. But you're going to be fine. The men pursuing me are 45 and 43. I'm 48. Oh, God. Guys, go and talk to her. Tell her what the guys want. Me, Rojo. Women always blow my mind. Women always blow my mind. But it's okay to have that mindset that, oh my God, every one of them wants me. Of course, they want you because you are easy. Come on. Hey. Thank you. Okay. What is the time? Okay, we're going to round this up. Let's see. Some women overcomplicate it. Yeah, women do. Let's see. Can you give us some podcasts on how to know men? I don't know. I don't know. Men that are easy. Okay. We enjoy your podcast. Shout out to you, Kimberly. Can you give us? Okay, I think I answered that. What of a man that wants to marry his secondary school classmate? Both of them are 30 years old. Look at it from the side of you, my love. A lot of men do this, though. They do this. Hmm? High school sweethearts. They've been together for like 12 years, like 15 years. I will say this. Why? If you guys live together already, if you guys do everything together, why is he taking his precious time to marry you? Why? Tell me. Why do you think that is? So for me, reason, Gogan. There's a reason why men string women along. Because you are easy to be with. That doesn't mean you're the one. Yeah, we are high school sweethearts. High school sweethearts, mean shit. You get me? Because we get to, and I try to tell women this. Make sure you ask the question, what are we, as soon as possible. When we get to a certain stage, let's say we get to a stage where we know you, like, we know you. It's not the, what the fuck? When we know too much of you, I have to be frank with you though. You get me? Before, God will just keep you around though. I'm telling you, especially when we still get access to sex. This election is coming though. All the fair blue from Nipa. Kamala. Trump. Made no fight for this country. I will fair war. I will pass show me by new. I will give a damn. We don't give a fuck about wisdom. I have make your own new. We have basic needs, nothing crazy, of course. All type of guys pursue you. I look younger than my age, so should I date older, like 40 plus? Miss V, how old are you? Tell me how old you are. I look younger than my age. My love. No, you don't. Or be friends with men. Okay. Will you be doing a live show one day? Will you be? I don't understand, Kimberly. Yeah, well, no. 50 years. A 50-year-old man that is single. I'm confident he has kids. I'm confident he's been divorced. That's different. But single, like no kids, no wife. Okay. It's fire on the mountain, no. Jackpot. She could be that fine too. What is this, Matola? I love this topic. We need more. Who's easy? Nobody's stupid here. Whether they are 40 or 45, they all want the same thing. Nope. That's the mistake that women make. You think what you want in the man is the same thing, it's the same thing that a man wants from you. That's a lie. That's a very, very big lie. I don't think you're listening to everything I've been saying. You probably think I'm saying all these things from the angle of hatred towards you. I don't hate you, my love. I don't. As a matter of fact, though, I want you to genuinely see things from the perspective of a man and understand why men do certain things. Some women will say, I'm trying to justify the actions of a man. No. I tell you how to counter. Don't waste your time. That's what I'm saying. You get me, baby? So, shout out to you, Koyum. Have a good night. Will you say the same for 30-year-old lady and 29-year-old guy? Mira, let me ask you a question. What do you want from a man in a relationship? If that woman is 30 years old and that guy is 29 years old, do you think both of them want the same thing from one another? Women don't think all these things, but men do. A 29-year-old man, I have to be frank with you. He's not going to marry you. And if he does, he's going to cheat on you. I don't think you've been listening to everything I've been saying about emotional maturity for men. It takes men longer. Even though we are still working on ourselves, we still want someone we can sleep with. And if the pressure is too much, she can even move in. And we are in a relationship now. But my love, you're not the one. I'm just being blunt with you. That's the truth. Even though the truth is always bitter. Okay. I'm the man that wants to marry my secondary school mates, not woman. Oh God. I don't know what to say about that. Zamani. I know one Zamani. Ice Prince Zamani. Zamani said, how can I be disciplined? How can I be more disciplined as a man? Oh God, I know they tell person. I don't think anyone can teach you how to be disciplined. Let's look at it from this side of you. You get to a stage where you are afraid of losing something precious to you. Oh God, you will buckle up, man. You will be disciplined. Or you're trying to accomplish something you know will increase the value of your life. You become disciplined. You become disciplined, especially when you start going into the world and you see the competition. I have a lot of friends that are doing exceptionally well. A long time ago in Texas, young dudes, all we had was part-time job. And on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we just drink alcohol and talk about designer shoes, designer belts, talk about the cars we want, talk about women. Just having fun. When one of them decided to go back to school for masters in mechanical engineering, it changed the mindset of everybody. Everybody started going back to school because the competition changed. You get me? Now, some of us that we think we can make money just buying, flipping, doing just business without going to school, we have to buckle up and become disciplined. You get me? I had to go back. Me, for example, I had to go back to school for masters in computer science. I'm not a book smart, super intelligent dude. No. I just don't accept defeat. That's one thing about me. I do not accept defeat. Oh shit, really. I don't lose. That's my mind frame. To get to that level, you have to discipline yourself because the competition is high. You get me? Are you going to be the only one that does, that is not making money out of all like 35 boys? They are also making money. You see this one call, bro, I've seen the work, I've seen the software job right now, man. How much are they paying you? They started me with 150. 150,000. Oh boy. What certification did you do? They tell you, you go do that certification. You discipline, you force yourself to become disciplined though. I'm telling you though. But if you're not there yet, you will get there yet. You will get there yet. So, Miss V is 32 years old, and you ask the question, Miss V, the question I'll ask you is this. Why 32 years old, my love? Why? Why did you wait till 32 years old? Why, Miss V? I see a lot of potential in her, but she's not really my type in other aspects, and I'm at my peak. That's exactly what I'm saying, Emperor. Exactly what I'm saying. Just because we're high school sweetheart, a lot of people expect that, we have to end up together. Men do not think like that. Men do not. And as a woman, you don't think like a man. You think according to your own Because you don't have all the time in the world. If you're not careful, that man is going to waste your time. It's going to waste your time. Yeah, we've been in relation. It's going to waste your time. It's going to. You don't have all that time in the world. And if you go on social media, you see all these young women with small waists like this, starting to mature hips because of the attention they get from men. You get me? It gets to their head. And some women that want to go into relationship as soon as possible, they want to marry a young man. You see a 19-year-old woman, she's in relationship with a 19-year-old man. A 19-year-old man can't provide you safety and security. Your mom should have told you this. But let's say you do it for love. From the age 19, you stayed with that guy until like 30 years old. 11 years. Knowing, God, you should be flogged. Yeah, you should be flogged in the town square. For wasting your most prized possession on a man that is going towards his own peak. It is a very, very grave gamble. He's not going to leave me. How do you know? Like, people are selfish, man. This is real life. People are very, very selfish. People care about them. People care about them. I experienced this heartbreak around 22, 23 years old. I could take that pain and go into multiple relationships and break many hearts. No. I went for money, man. I didn't go into any relationship. A lot of men do this, man. If I had gone into a relationship, I would have broken them. A lot of women came in between those lines and say, I don't care if you're working on yourself. I want you. And I'll say, fuck you. Fuck off. You can possibly have me, man. But to the emperor, though, you better stay with her, though, because you fucking wasted her time. You're 30 years old, she's 30. She gave you the best years of her life. Whatever feelings you will break out there. Even you should be flogged. Like, oh, money tell abi. Like, you did not calculate that into perspective. Now you want to leave her now at 30 years old. That is trust. Oh, Yama Shibenya. You're going to break her. Has she giving you any reason like infidelity or she's not loyal to you? You better don't leave the love of your life. And boy is the man Shibai. Secondary school. You met her when her tummy was flat like this. Tibo skinny. Turn you a duo dada. O ti wa for feeling 30. Boy is a color man. Boy is a color man. Oh, Monya tele. You better stay with her. Bo she ra yokun kentu, bo she ra around yen lo she ma fe nkan elo. That's how you be with her continuously. Yeah, I'm being real with you, man. I'm at my peak now. Yeah, oh, Monya tele my was a peak. You didn't calculate that into perspective before. Man, Shibai. Need 30 years old. With all these cold boys in this street. They will use her. They will destroy her. This is how you think about women. I say this all the time. Women don't have that much common sense. They need men. So, you should think for her. Oh, Yama for especially if she's loyal to you. All these women today, like, they are not loyal at all. I see a lot of potential in her, but she's not really my type. So when she was Bato and Sean go day, secondary school, let's say you've been with her from like 16 years old, 17. Bobo Bati, 18 years old, 19. When her hips is just coming out. To fresh. Oh God. God. Emperor, come closer to this. Do like this. Kò gbé gbogbo body ẹ̀ wá sí camera yìí. Kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́? Kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́? Ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo àwọn boys yìí sú mi, man. Kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́ náà? Loyalty is very expensive. Láyé tá a wà yìí. You find a woman that stick it with you. It's just like women know now. The most valuable thing women have is their being, their beauty, their self. Gogon. Oh no, you're lórí until 30 years old when she doesn't have it like she used to. Yeah. So when she was 19, 20 years old, when her skin is just chow chow, tao, when everything is just, when you tap it like this, oh my God, now, when her breast is still hot like this. At 30 years old, you are an unfortunate being. Come on now. If she's my daughter, I will fuck you up. I will fuck you up. Mama fear Joffin. I swear. I swear. Oh, shaking me. Oti domo yen lo. From, let's say, 18 years old to 30 years old, you've probably have sex with her like 2,000 times. What is the value of that 2,000 in currency, in money? Boys. You must do by force, you know. You don't find what attractive. Oh, Monyetele. Please, I need a matured man that can be guiding me. Okay. Oh, shaking. 10 years. In the course of like 13 years. Let's say in 365 days. Let's get calculator, man. They can show you time to do, man. Because I'm not an hypocrite. Guys, let's go into these things together. They can dive in. 365 days. Let's say in 365 days, let's just say you have sex with her 100 times in 1 year, which I believe is possible. Let's say, 100 times. 100 1 year. 100 times 13. 100 times 13. 1,003. Tó bá ṣe náwó fáṣẹ́wó gan. Like people will call your pastor on you or your imam. Kó wá gbàdúrà fún ẹ. Unfortunate being, that you are an unfortunate being. You better go and marry that woman. I'm telling you. Zulu said more than 100. And me, I'm trying to be on the 30 year. Even though people like us 100 kere, but let's just say 100 or let's just say 200. Yes, because they are young. Let's call it 200. 200 1 year. You pay 200 times. Oh, they might do 200 law. Because our motto was seen doko kiri. Let's call it 200 times 13. 2,600. What is drama any 2,600 times? If she's my daughter, I will fuck you up. Oti. Oh, God help me. Oh. Now she's not your type anymore. $2,600. Anybody you down? Lord, Lord H something you did not calculate the BJ. Calculate BJ any half. Let's call that 50. Close to 3,000. Come on now. Let's say you spend 2,600. Let's say you spend 5,500. 5,500. 2,600 times. This is 500 naira on a sugar level, which is like $2. 2,600 times 500. 1, 2, 3. So you spend like 1,003. That's if you double. Olophonia. You're an unfortunate being. But this one said, devil no do past this one. Like, really, nigga? Like, am I sympathize now? Go down. It could be once in a month. BG said you could, because they might not be living together. They might not be living together. Let's say in a week, they don't live together. At all, after they will have sex twice in a week. With the energy. Come on now. I feel so bad for my end, man. Because I'm not one semen. Like all these women don't have loyalty. So, yeah, I'm for my LM. And now I'm going to calculator jade. I have to, you must do. And now, I have to bring out the calculator. And now, of course, now you bring out the calculator to let them know. Think about your pinloju and having on June. You bring it out to show them pé almost November year, man. You bring it out, you bring out the calculator pé wọ́n nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Ló ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún. Of course, you bring out the calculator. Kí ló ṣe nísìn? Ah. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Ó ti sá lọ. Motola that is wicked. It's not like it's wicked. Like people do this all the time. That's why I tell you guys, you better use, especially when you're in your peak. Oh, you go and meet a man that is also in his peak, that is ready. You see a beautiful 21 years old, She's in a relationship with a 22-year-old boy. Yeah, we'll get married someday. And don't share country. Like you're wasting your time. He's going to leave you like 27, 28. He's going to. You get me? It's going to. Like, this is real life. People are selfish. So, Max said, how about same age? So, might be a question to my answer. Lower me, Joe. Might be a question. But then, there's a side of women where she deserves all the best things in this world. And there's another version of women that, okay, she just needs something to complain about. Oh, Nigbo now, only, of course, if he's not attracted to her, there is possibility he will cheat. Oh, God, Vanessa, you're not listening to me when I say this. When it comes to sexual infidelity, men do not cheat. Oh, men don't cheat. Cheating. It is cheating when he's sharing, when he's giving emotional support, financial support to another woman. When he makes babies outside of you, that is cheating. At 30 years old, dating a 30-year-old woman, there are certain things you see now to my feel like, ọmọ mi lè fẹ́ léyìí o, ìwé lè bá o. Because the joy of a man, you understand, you still want to be attracted to that woman. Okay, she has to be younger than you. Okay. Kò yẹ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ni. Okay, bye. Má gbọ́ tiwa. Má gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ o. Guys, today's podcast has been good. I got to go. Continue to be well, my good friends. You guys should show your love. Follow us on YouTube, man. Everything we talk about on today's podcast will be posted to YouTube. I'm working on season 2 of the African Man podcast on iTunes and Spotify. I have the topics already. I'm just lazy around. Hey, what's up, my good? But I've just been busy though. Just lounging around. Not necessarily lounging like lazy. I'm just chilling, bro. Now, you guys should be kind to yourself. Don't be an unfortunate being. Don't be an unfortunate being. Be kind to yourself. Life not and live loyal. Love is a beautiful thing. Every one of us will not end up with a young woman. Though. So if you've been in a relationship with a woman for like 12, 13 years, 15 years, and you now wake up today's morning and you see her with her pot belly and you say, I think I can do well with a woman that is, oh God, like it's almost like you want to die all of a sudden. You're supposed to protect that woman. Man. That's one thing I'll tell you. I don't share anyhow. 19.7. Of course, Adeyemi, chin up always, man. Chin up always. Stand tall, my good friends. You stand firm. You stand very, very firm. It is a man's world. It is your world for the taking. And not to complicate, so you don't complicate your life when you get to 30 years old and you look at the woman you're dating, you say, I can do better than this one. Like, that's a fact. You know when you know. Because the young man said something just now. He said, I'm in my peak right now. He's doing well. He's probably getting the attention of multiple women right now. That's why I tell you guys to wait. You wait. You double your hustle. Go and make money. Work on your emotional stability. Get closer to God. Get closer to God. Work on your body. Body. At all. Do 10 push-ups. Do sit-up. Do jumping jacks. As long as you have good body. Oga. You see all these women, they will follow you. As long as you have good body, you have good head on your shoulder, they will follow you. I swear on everything. It's not my type. They talk all that stuff on social media. You get me? I was talking to my older brother one time. He said, if we travel to Monaco, travel to all those countries, all those cities in Spain, he said, before you know what's up, mama phone we are not doggy new. You get me? Because when it comes to women, let me bust your mind on something about women. No matter how wealthy, how rich she is, she knows on a core level that money doesn't mean jack shit. As long as you are courageous, you have confidence, you can date any one of them. As long as you work on yourself constantly, you're not intimidated by bullshit. But you are 23, 24 years old. You're not even there yet. Silara one. Now, you might be 25 years old, you have the body of a man. You're making crumbs. You think you're there. Simbe, man. When you get into 40 years old, you get into 60 years old, you get me? Why do you, all these young women, they will come. And I know one thing for a fact about women. Women don't have integrity. When you're married and you have kids, you're taking care of your family well, they still want you. They don't have any respect for one another. You get me? So you use the course of your life, your 20s, to work on yourself, build yourself, and use that 20s to learn integrity. A lot of men lack integrity, man. You don't touch people's wife. You don't touch people's girlfriend. Go and use it, go and use that time to work on yourself. Go and work on yourself, man. Work on your mind, work on your body. Emotional state of mind is very, very important. Very, very important. Tell God your dreams. Tell God your goals. Tell God, if you help me, I will use these dreams to serve you. Don't use your early years when you're not there. You get me? I should explain this feeling to the guys if you're listening to me. It is an amazing feeling when you're talking to a young woman and you eventually meet her mom, and her mom is attracted to you too. It is an amazing feeling, but you're disciplined enough to hold those boundaries. Wait, nope. Because as a man, you know when a woman is attracted to you, wow, how did you get him? Keep working on yourself. Keep working on yourself. At 27 years old, you might think you're ready to marry because you're making money. Oh, did baby? Oh, okay. Facts, even women too. Okay, oh. Why? I mean, low. Can take care. Oh. Women would open date another woman, man. Of course. Women don't have one integrity like this. You get me? A woman will see two couples, a man and a woman. You get me? A man will see two couples and say, wow, I want something like this someday, man. I like these couples, man. I like the way they handle things. I want something like this someday. A woman will say, I want that man. You get me? Mo fẹ́ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn. Like what? I want that feeling. The same way she treats her. I want that feeling. Yeah, that's why I said, go and work on your integrity. Work on yourself. When you get to the stage where ole raw, where you can pick and choose the type of women that you want, that is when you settle down. You get me? I'm telling you the truth. That's when you don't tolerate disrespect, unnecessary attitude, because they know. Come on now, women know. Women know if they can replace you. They know if they cannot replace you. So, now, for the ladies, let me give you guys something too. When you're 19 years old to like 21, 22 years old, a man knows you get multiple attentions. Now, how you carry yourself will determine what a man wants to use you for. When a man plays with you, you set your boundaries. Most of you don't set boundaries. You indulge. You get me? I called you yesterday. You didn't call back. Is everything okay? Oh yeah, I was busy, but you could have sent a text. I just called to check on you. I worry when I don't hear from you. That is how you set boundaries. Next time when you call, he's going to message you back. But I called him 2 times, he didn't call. Yeah, and a man is not stupid. A man knows when somebody else is imprinting his woman. Yeah, because women are like database. Come on now. An engineer knows when there is another engineer in the framework. Not welcome. I'll see you guys on Monday. I get more girls being in a relationship than single, of course. But you have to be disciplined, though. I say this before I go. Let me say this to the guys. If you don't have luck with women, if you are not lucky enough to be in a relationship with a woman, like, women don't find you that attractive, and you eventually make money, your good looks, you start shining, you're in a relationship, you should not even talk to all these women. You should not even look at them one time like this. You should not even give them any attention. Any attention. You focus on your woman, you focus on your craft, you grow. You grow. That's easy. You guys should take it easy though. I think today was a success. Thank you guys for coming to the podcast. I appreciate your love and your support. Continue to be well, though. I'll see you guys on Monday. Be well.